Hello and welcome back to Level 7 Games, where we talk about literally whatever the hell we feel like talking about now.
Yes, I think that's what it's become. Is just level 7. Here we are. It's talk soup. We're just talking about soup.
Hell yeah, I love soup.
Dude, I had some broccoli and cheddar soup from Panera tonight, and I made a mistake.
What'd you do?
So I normally get like the grilled chicken with bacon and avocado sandwich to go side by side. But I was like, oh, you know what sounds good? More cheese. So I went with the grilled cheese.
Oh no.
And so I had the grilled cheese and the cheddar and broccoli, and it was just...
That's a lot of cheese.
It's cheese overload.
There's no dipping that sandwich into that soup.
Look, I was going to warn you before we started the podcast, but it's going to be an issue tonight.
Oh, that's good to know. It's good to know.
Yeah.
I'll try to just mentally prepare myself. I don't know if there's much more we could do about that.
It's like a sudden death. You're never ready.
Right. So if you just see me flinch and pull away, you'll know exactly what happened.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, how was your week?
My week? It's been a bunch of highs and lows this week. It's been.
I imagine you were on a roller coaster?
No roller coasters.
Dang it.
That definitely would have been a high, though.
Yeah, that would have been a lot of fun. I love roller coasters.
Yeah. No, I did finally get to. I started a new D&D campaign though with one of my neighbors.
Oh, nice.
So
was it the neighbor left, right, or across the street from you?
Left and across the little cul-de-sac circle.
Cul-de-sac?
Yeah.
I already knew that, but I don't know why I'm acting surprised.
But yeah.
One of them there cul-de-sac peoples. Yeah,
Indeed.
they're a different type, those.
Yes, sir. Pretty sure I got the worst backyard out of all my neighbors. Kind of sucks.
Really?
Yeah.
That sucks.
I mean, when we bought it, we were like, we have a backyard. This is the coolest fucking thing. And then we were becoming friends with most of our neighbors. And yeah, every time we go over to a neighbor's house, we look in their backyard and it's like, oh man, fuck.
What do you not like about yours? Just the hill? Or
The fact that it's just not super long. Like, it's pretty wide.
yeah.
But like, lengthwise, it just kind of, it's just downhill a little bit and then it stops.
It's a chode.
Yeah, so there's like no real flat area.
True. I mean, you could always just build a retaining wall along that fence line.
That's
and then
true.
just flatten it and then sod it.
That'd be pretty awesome.
It would be a giant pain in the ass. You could railroad ties it too, since you don't really... But, I don't know. It would just... You wouldn't want it to collapse eventually.
Right.
But, I mean, that would be really the only way to do it.
True.
Which would suck.
Yeah, that would really suck.
That's so much work. I'm trying to think about doing my deck this summer. And, because I have to. It has to be done. My deck is disintegrating. Like, I step on it, and it's like... I don't know. It's like those blocks in Mario where you step on them and they start turning red and shaking.
Oh, yeah,
And you're like, oh, no. Here we go.
why so whole? Everything's turning red.
I'm jumping from one to the next, and then, like, some fall faster than the others. I was like, oh, shit.
The turtle falls from the sky, and you have to crush him to get back in the house or something.
Exactly. I just hop on my dog's back. Let's go, Zeus. Yeah.
Sounds like
it's interesting.
A magical adventure.
It really is.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. But yeah, so I got to do the deck, and man, I just don't want to. And decks aren't even really that hard. It's like the most straightforward building of a thing. Like hey,
build a frame, put wood on it.
Exactly. But I just don't wanna. It's like I don't wanna. You know, like
right.
It's just like fuck.
We're going to have to do that soon, too, because one of our handrails, literally the board that was there is just, like, split in half, and one half is doing, like, that fun, like, C-shape bullshit, and the other half is kind of just going the opposite direction. Like, oh, crap.
Yeah, it's always funner when it's on stairs.
Yeah.
And you're like, we'll let it go just a little while longer.
I'm just going to wait for a kid to fall through it, and then I'll fix it.
And you'll be like, fine. Yes, you did tell me. Yes, you were right. Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
That's how it always ends. But anyhow, that's cool.
Yeah. But
D&D campaign.
yeah, it is pretty awesome. We really only just got me and my character into the other like party members' party.
Okay, so you joined mid-campaign?
Yeah. And they even like we had to start me out at like level 5. So I had
Level 5?
Yeah.
They're in deep.
Yeah. So I had to do a lot of dice rolls just to get like a bunch of random equipment, like spells, all the stuff.
Yeah, you just have to roll up.
Yeah.
So, man, how long have they been playing this campaign? It's got to be a level 5.
I don't know. They've been playing
good.
for a while though. Because I think they just finally had room for somebody else to come in. So
Nice.
yeah.
Nice. The waiting list.
Yep.
Just like
And I got called in.
the red phone rang. Ring. Krista's like, honey,
It's the red phone.
it's ringing. Are you gonna answer it? And you're like, shh, don't fuck this up for me.
I gotta put pants on.
Shh.
Yo, what up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wanna play D&D? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. All right, cool. Click.
Right. I was so happy to learn that there's like no other dwarves either.
Yeah.
So I added in a little bit of flavor. Because, yeah, there's a bunch of like elves, kind of half elves, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think we have a half ogre as well and a gnome.
Okay.
So, yeah, representing my my groundling
diversity.
folk.
I like that. Yeah. Big time. Inclusion.
Yeah.
Inclusion in the party. You know? We don't got two like barbarian humans or paladins. It's like, no. We got a fucking
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some halflings and shit.
Yeah, and I'm a cleric fighter.
A cleric fighter dwarf.
Yeah.
So you got some healing spells?
Yep.
Or are they buffs?
I got a good mixture of buffs, healing, and attack.
Okay.
So not like I think it's a lot more buffs and healing.
One
and
shield?
I have a couple of attacks.
Like a two-handed hammer or one-handed hammer with,
I have
with a shield?
Pretty much, my main is a one-handed hammer and a shield.
Okay, because a lot of clerics, you don't go two-handed with a cleric generally.
And
because it's kind of like a paladin, like a defense, like
right. I'm more of a tank because I learned that everybody else, I think their highest HP was like 36, and I'm rocking a 44 with that heavy freaking dwarvish armor.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with it.
Stacked.
Yeah.
Stacked. I think that's what the kids refer to it as being thick.
And then, like, my random weapon that I rolled for was a harpoon.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's kind of sweet.
So, yeah, I got, like, a 6-foot harpoon on my back. But it's come in handy. I've already cut a giant, like, anaconda in half with it.
Whoa.
Yeah, one of them attacked one of our...
Did you roll a nat 20 with your harpoon?
No, but I got, like, a 18.
That's pretty good.
So, yeah.
That's almost there.
So according to the DM, yeah, I freaking stabbed it, and then I ripped it back out. And, of course, since it's a harpoon, it's got that fucking hook on there. Just brought out a bunch of shit with it.
See you later.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
It didn't kill it, though, somehow.
What? Get out of here.
It got beheaded on the next attack.
Ah, true.
Yeah.
True.
I helped, though.
just like the movie Anaconda.
Yep.
Starring J-Lo.
And Ice Cube.
Ice Cube was good in that movie.
Yeah, he actually acted. Or, tried.
Sure. And then who was the old man? It was
What the hell is that dude's name?
I never remember that guy's name.
It's the guy with the face. If you remember his face, you know exactly
is
what
it the dude from Silence of the Anthony Hopkins?
No, not Anthony Hopkins.
It's like that style of dude, right?
Right. Creepy old white man.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm just saying. There's
Tom Cruise.
There's a style of creepy old white man.
Tom Cruise. Anaconda, the movie. Whoa, that one's
Whoa.
got teeth. That's not true. That's not for truth.
That was like a dinosaur mouth.
Oh, here we go.
That was amazing.
Oh,
But while we're pulling this up, how was your week?
I'm trying to think about what happened. So, like, on Thursday, it was pretty crazy because we had 40 people show up for Smash Bros.
Really?
Yeah, and then there
Hell
was
yeah.
still, like, 20 people for Commander. So it was, like, upstairs on Thursday night was just popping.
Hell yeah.
Friday... I don't know what the hell happened Friday.
Oh, man.
That was a weird... Where
It was a good day. We got in a giant fucking trade.
Oh, that's right. You were there. You were
And
there Friday morning.
I didn't bring in the trade, but I was part of putting it away. And that took 2 days, and I still didn't put away all of it.
Well, and we split it into thirds, and it was still a ton of shit to put away.
Oh, yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, I wasn't even the one that split it into thirds. I had fun doing that, though. I tried doing it in, like, little stacks of, like, value.
Nice. That is the fun way to do it, where you're
Yeah.
like, ooh, these are the bangers.
Yeah.
Each store will get one. You know what I
so
mean?
3 stacks. I started each stack with a banger. On, like, PlayStation, for example, was like $150, $200, like $90. I was like, this one needs another one. And like a $48 one or
Tell the
something.
truth.
Yeah. What?
What'd you buy? What'd you buy out of the collection?
No, nothing.
I don't even have to ask. I don't even have to ask if you did. What'd you get?
Overblood on PlayStation 1.
Oh, okay.
Because I had never seen that.
Overblood?
Overblood.
What is it?
I have no clue. But it's the PlayStation 1, so I kind of can't help myself. It looks like a survival horror of some sort.
Okay.
It's-
How much was Overblood? You don't have
40.
to say. Okay, that's not awful.
Right. It wasn't a crazy one. There were other ones in there that I was like, oh, I want that one. And then I looked up the price, like, you know what? I don't want it that
I
much.
don't want it
I don't need
anymore.
it that bad. That and Rune Viking Warrior on the PlayStation 2.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
John Voight. John
Yeah,
Voight.
John Voight.
It's did you know that's fucking Angelina Jolie's dad?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes her face make a lot more sense.
I'm glad her face needed explaining to you.
I mean,
like I like her
There's-
fine as an actress, but that face, can somebody tell me what it is? Why does she look exactly like John Voight?
there's a reason most women think she's super attractive. And honestly, if you talk to a lot of men, they're like, eh. I'd call her a butterface for sure.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think look no. Here's the thing is I don't completely disagree with you. I wouldn't say that she's like
I'm not saying she's ugly by any means. I'm just saying, by my preferences,
yeah, I don't know. I think all the pre-surgeries and stuff, maybe she was better. Like now it's like, But
I mean, even pre-cert, like the Hackers movie.
yeah. Well, she was just yeah. Well, I mean, she was like 10 in that movie or something. Wasn't she? How old is
No,
that?
she was. I think she was like 19.
Was she? Okay, I don't know. That's close. I don't know. That's a scary age. Yeah. But anyhow, either way, even just like whatever. Nah.
I just don't like when a long time there when everybody's like she's the most attractive person ever. It's like no.
Yeah.
I'm like nope. Sorry.
Yeah, I feel like Gal Gadot is just like a better version of her. I feel like Angelina Jolie is the Rebecca Rabbit from Cartoon World
Oh.
of Gal Gadot.
Oh, yeah. I could see that.
Hey there, Eddie! Remember? Give me a smooch!
God, that's a good ass movie.
So good.
It's been a while since I've seen that movie too.
And that's when he meets Tweety Bird.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyhow, ain't I a stinker? Because he gives him the tire.
Oh yeah.
Fucker. Fucking bugs.
That shit was so cool. I wish they'd do something like that again. But with how protective everyone is of all their properties now, I doubt it.
Yeah, it's crazy. Just the bureaucracy of cartoons.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's all very strange. Anyhow.
Speaking of all of these celebrities and shit, we might as well just dive into the topic of why the hell do any of us even care about celebrities? Because obviously, the thing that made me think of this question is Will Smith slapping Chris Rock.
True. I mean,
which you know about.
Okay.
Let's talk about that.
I mean, first of all, we have to like consider like what is a celebrity, right? Like, are we and what level of celebrity? Because I mean, you can have local celebrities. I mean,
that's true.
You know what I mean? So it's like if, for example, Jake Jabs, slapped the shit out of fucking Dylan Doug. Nobody would give a fuck.
That's some Colorado references right there.
That's not true. I would care.
I'd be more interested in that than the Will Smith, Chris Rock shit.
Yeah, only because Dylan Doug, would come back with those rings. Boom! Fucking wallop. That's like brass knuckles.
Dylan Doug's got to have at least 7 rings.
Yeah, but
I'm guessing that right now.
Yeah, but why you don't get in the fucking ring with old Jakey boy? Because he jabs, bro. Dude, he's got the jabs.
He's got to have them moves. He seems like a bob and weave kind of guy.
Fake jabs, bro. Anyhow, no, I mean, so I think the thing is it's like, yeah, celebrity as a whole is kind of strange, right? And I think it all comes down to tribes and fashion and identity, right? So it's like I identify with you say I'm a fan of Will Smith, right? And so what does that immediately mean to most people? It's like, okay, well, first of all, it implies that
you were probably alive during the 90s.
Probably. Yeah, there's a good chance. If you're an older dude, then yeah, could. But I mean, he's still relevant now. So even if you're a younger kid,
I mean, is he super relevant now though?
I mean, he has 8 #1 openings in the box office, and he just won the Oscar.
Yeah, but I mean, who really cares about
nobody? Nobody actually gives a shit. But I just mean, like, you're right. There aren't kids going out watching fucking King Richard. So,
right.
Either way, but everybody knows who Will Smith is.
Yeah, that's true.
I think. I don't know. Maybe that's weird too, because it's like.
That's a good question. Do a lot of younger people really know?
I think everybody knows who Will Smith is. I think Will Smith has transcended so many different cultural. He's in music, he's in fashion, he's in movies, he was in TV. Like, he is part of every major aspect of American culture.
Yeah.
That I think he's like Snoop Dogg. He's kind of transcended the one trick pony entertainer. It's like everybody knows Dr. Dre is a great rapper and producer, but outside of that, outside of that world, if you don't listen to music and you don't care about it, then you don't know who the fuck he is. But you know who Will Smith is.
That's true. That's true.
And I mean, really, that's what it comes down to. But I guess what I'm saying by that is, like, if you say I'm a fan of Will Smith, that could mean so much shit. Like, that's like saying I like comic books.
That's true.
I'm a fan of the Marvel universe. You know what I mean? Like, okay, what part of it? What specific instance of it? Because, it's so vast. And that's what's weird about Will Smith is he's such a big dude, like, celebrity-wise, that it's like...
Right.
It's almost like if, I don't know, like some sort of, like, major politician did something goofy like that, where you're like, I trusted you. How could you? Like, people are so, like, personally offended by the whole thing, like they fucking actually know the guy.
Right, and that's what made me think of the question. Because so many people now are either like, I fucking hate Will Smith now, or they're like, oh, he was defending his wife. And which, I didn't know what the fuck they were even talking about. I was like, why do you get so offended at this no hair joke? There's a black woman with a bald head. They do that look all the time because they can actually pull it off amazingly well. I was just like, that seems out of place. Why would you care? But
yeah, I mean,
we all know why now. Sure.
Regardless of the whys, I mean, again, like, I could put myself in the place of any of the 3 people there and say, I could be uncomfortable somebody's making a joke about me. I could be uncomfortable somebody's making a joke about my wife. I could be the guy who made a joke made a joke that was out of line and didn't know that it was out of line and then felt uncomfortable for that reason.
Right.
So it's like, and then got slapped and then has to live with that. It's very strange.
Indeed.
Whatever.
think out of all that, though, I actually gained a little bit more respect for Chris Rock.
That shit was insane that he kept his mouth shut.
Yeah.
Because you could see him, he was just like, I want to fucking say so many mean things.
Right.
And like, you know, he's so smart.
He just took it and he's like, I just got the shit slapped out of me. What the
I mean, shit, if you're going to have somebody slap the shit out of you, you might as well be Will Smith. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm gonna lose the Super Bowl, I want to lose to, or, you know, I want to lose to, like, by a huge margin. That's why I'm always glad the Broncos lose by huge margins. Because it's like, you know what? At least it's a fucking blowout.
Right.
At least I knew we would never had a chance.
Like, at least he didn't just not hand it to Marshawn Lynch.
Exactly. Those moments are the ones that tear you apart. It's when you watch everything crumble from the very get-go that you're like, okay, let's just get drunk.
Like, oh, there went the long snap.
Yeah, exactly. There we go.
Fucked.
Yeah, I don't know. But going back to the celebrity thing, I really do think that people identify with celebrities because celebrities represent branding, right? They represent who you are as a person. Like, you like Will Smith, you're like, okay, cool, I like Will Smith. Probably not a racist. I maybe have, you know, some musical inclination towards hip hop. Maybe I understand like street fashion a little bit. You know what I mean? Like I have cultural references because of the movies that he's been in. The fact that his wife, you know, was with Tupac. Like, the dude has so many outreaching cultural things that it's like everybody kind of likes Will Smith at least.
Right.
And I think that's why when somebody like that does something, like the Tiger Woods thing, when everybody's like, Tiger Woods slept with another woman other than his wife, it's like, well, I mean, not that that's okay, but people do that kind of shit all the time. What makes you think Tiger Woods
wouldn't
lay the wood, my guy? Like,
you seen that drive? He gets out there.
Let me tell you what. Tiger Wood.
Both, like a, what the hell's the blue pill? What the hell's that called?
That's the one you take if you want to stay in
Viagra.
the Matrix.
It's like a Viagra energy drink. Tiger Wood.
Yeah.
You get that tiger's blood in
It's
you.
like a beef jerky. It's like, what is this? I don't know. It's just a hot dog that's dried
Just
out.
eat it.
Just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's just one of those things because I was trying to think about it, and of course, my favorite celebrity is Bruce Campbell.
So I mean,
So
what if Bruce Campbell did that? Like, you would be like, dude,
I'd be floored.
That's what I mean. I think
Right, but yeah, it's just weird. It's just a weird thing to realize that we, as a society, care about a certain group of people we've never fucking met.
Well, and I mean,
And really, for the most part, the only way we know them is through them pretending to be somebody else.
through politics.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just politicians at some point. Like, to some degree, they're just walking advertisements, just like a lot of sports stars like LeBron James and to some degree like John Cena and shit, right? Like, where it's like they have to walk this line of self-censorship to be able to market themselves
Right.
in a massive way. And so it's like something like this is so damaging to the identity that Will Smith has built as a person. Like, he has gone through enormous efforts, not at all that it's the same, but in the way that, like, for example, Bill Cosby did, right? Like, he created this person who
He was
is
super wholesome.
right, but who is real? That is a real part of Bill Cosby. That is a real part of Will Smith. That those niceties, their kind tendencies and shit. But they're not gonna show you all the fucking,
Everything.
the ugly shit,
Right.
because that's not the identity they want to build. And so when we see that mask come off a little bit, I think, especially with an icon like Will Smith, who's been like fucking on it for 40 years or some shit, you know what I mean? Just like, perfect. Just imagine trying to be like that perfect for that long. And I mean, not that he hasn't made mistakes, but
Right.
compared to like a lot of these other Hollywood fucks, you know what I mean? He's been pretty damn good.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And so it's just, I think a lot of people are just shocked. Like, oh, thought I knew this person. You fucking don't. You don't know shit.
Not at all. You know what they want you to know about them.
Exactly.
Yeah. So,
Anyhow.
it's just weird. It's just really weird. Is there, and I know we talked about it a little bit last week, but is there a celebrity that, like, you really connect with at all, or no?
See, we kind of talked about this.
Yeah, because we talked about it when I brought up Bruce Fest, because I think Bruce Campbell's really the only celebrity I've ever
kind of
been a fan of. Like, a fan, though. Not like,
kind of
oh, I
idolized
like
in some
this
way.
person. Yeah. Like, if I could hang out with somebody, it would be Bruce Campbell.
And I think that's fair. I think I don't think it's corny at all to like. And see, this is where it gets dangerous, though, and this is where people get their feelings hurt with people by Will Smith, right? Like what happened is once you start to like idolize a person, once you start to believe and actually put faith into that person's identity and say, okay, cool, you've done this long enough. You've built my trust from a distance. I mean, that's what that's what all politicians do, right? Like they build your trust through their words and their advertising,
their books, their movies,
and then occasionally the fucking the shit comes out that they weren't exactly who you thought they were, and it's lame, but sometimes they are, and I believe that there are celebrities like Bruce Campbell. I think I think you're probably right about him, that he's just a good dude who made good decisions and fucking people like him and is positive and shit. So
worked hard, did a lot of interesting things.
Is down to talk about it, down to give accolades to, the people who helped him get there. Just he seems like a good dude.
Right.
But so did Will Smith. And then he slapped the fuck out of Chris Rock. I mean, but he didn't slap the shit out of Chris Rock on account of him necessarily, which I don't know. It's very strange. I feel like he was put in a position to slap the shit out of Chris Rock, or maybe be more embarrassed later. Like, I think that was his fear, is like, if I don't do something now that may be embarrassing, and he obviously went overboard and completely misread the situation, that he thought there would be he had to assume there would be a worse consequence if he didn't do something. That's the only reason he did it. And that's why humans act, right? Because you're like, if I don't fight back, I'm going to die. If I don't run, I'm going to die. Like, you react to the situation you're put in. And it seems like he did that, like, fuck, if I have to do this. Even though it seemed like he really didn't want to. He slapped him, like, kind of shitty. And then, like...
Yeah, that was, like, the weirdest slap. Like, he didn't full-on, like, outreach.
He pulled it.
He kind of whipped his shoulder with it. He's like,
it was very dramatic. And, I mean, this is a dude who knows how to hit people. So, I mean, I think he pulled it. I think it was a big, dramatic, like, bitch, I'm slapping you, like...
But I'm not going to try to hurt you.
But, yeah, I'm not trying to fucking hurt you. I'm trying to get a big slap noise. Like, this is a meaningful slap.
Yeah.
Like, it's very strange. It's just very odd. And, we talk about it because it's like, what is okay in popular culture becomes okay in day-to-day culture. And so it's like, if this is just what it is and motherfuckers just go around slapping each other, then fuck it, I'll get my slapping hand ready. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm ready to slap some motherfuckers too. Like, not saying that I agree with why he did it, but... You know what I mean? If I crack a joke and somebody wants to come walk up on me, I'll be ready to slap right the fuck back.
That was another really weird thing. Like, the fact he didn't flinch or nothing. That shit was crazy.
I think he thought he was going to come up and be like, why I ought... You know what I mean? Some shit like that. Or be like, you my brother, be better. Well, he kept his arms behind his back the whole time in a defensive posture. Like, in a non-aggressive posture, too. Yeah. Like, yo, dude, I'm not a threat. Like, I get it.
That's so weird, though, because I just feel like even seeing a hand coming at you, the least your body would normally do is, like, at one of these.
Again, I think he thought he was going to fake it. I think he thought... You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who would have actually thought Will Smith was going to storm the stage and actually follow through with a full-on slap on Chris motherfucking Rock? That shit is weird.
Yeah.
Like, it's like one of those weird dreams you have, where it's like, one time I had this dream that, like, Fieldy from Korn busted through my wall and stole my hot Cheetos.
Oh, that motherfucker.
And I was like, I woke up, I was pissed. I was like, that motherfucker Fieldy from Korn and his stupid bass tones. And I was pissed. That's what this kind of scenario where it's so goofy and like some shit, like, you're like, what?
Right.
What the fuck? Really? And then you're like trying to figure it out and you're really trying to justify what? So
yeah, I do love how many people are like, oh, this has put a stain on the Oscars.
fuck the Oscars. Who
It's like,
cares about the Oscars?
You know, literally no one would have talked about it at all.
The Oscars are a stain.
Yeah, like I think that's another thing about this whole situation that really needs to be re-evaluated is who the fuck cares about the freaking Oscars, man. That is the most ridiculous award ceremony I've ever heard of. Like, if we're gonna have Oscars, we need to have the plumbers, I don't know, the fucking.
I guess, but again, we don't ask plumbers to teach us how to dress. Like, we don't look to plumbers for fashion. We don't look to. That's what celebrities do. They are keystone models in our society that essentially set a tone for what is cool. And that's why I think what Jim Carrey said was. Did you see what he said?
I did.
Where he's like, we're not the cool kids anymore.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I think that's true in a lot of ways, and I think, like, you know, we're seeing it with like news media, legacy media, and a lot of this stuff moving to like privatized media or like subscription based media or independent stuff.
Right.
I think it's the same way. Like, you know, Mr. Beast is gonna fucking get way more views than any Will Smith movie. And it just is what it is. And so it's like, okay, so we used to look to these people for literally all of these, I don't know, keystone ways of what's next, right? These galas and these, that's why the dresses and the red corporate.
Because, yeah, now you think about the red carpet. Yeah, and they're like, oh, who are you wearing today?
Exactly. And it's like,
I don't know, gray?
well, yeah. And I mean, I think a lot of that has even lost its decorum.
Oh, man.
Where people are just like wearing t-shirt and jeans and so, you know, they're implementing dress policies and stuff.
Yeah.
But again, I think that they've lost their power over society in a weird way.
Well, there you go. Even just for that. Should there even be an Oscars anymore? Should it be televised? Maybe it should just be one of those things where it's like, it's a YouTube thing. Like, you could log into YouTube. You can watch it if you want. But they aren't going to have advertisers. They're going to have... Well, I mean, of course they will. It's YouTube.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, just who the fuck cares?
But, I mean, again, it's a cyclical, weird fucking system that's set up where the media that is currently in place cares because they're owned by the same fucking companies that employ the actors. The media that is driving us to the movies is the same one showing us the Oscars. Like,
that's true.
They own each other, and so they're going to drive us in a cycle of you go to the news to watch Will Smith slap Chris Rock, and then you go to the movies to watch Chris Rock and Will Smith's next big hit, and then you go to the next whatever public event to see if there's some weird thing that happens, right? And then we just watch the celebrities. I mean, so really this is just the fucking, you know, what are they called, the
commercials?
No, you know, the shitty little newspapers at like Kmart. Yeah, but the ones that with just all the bullshit. It's all just made up news and shit. You know what I'm talking about? What are those called?
Oh, tabloids.
Tabloids. Sorry, it's like...
I mean,
remember when the tabloids were like a thing that actually like affected people? Like there were people who were like, you're just like, your mom reads the tabloids? Like that was
true.
Like a weird thing.
I forgot about those.
In the 90s, there were people who read the tabloids. And if you were tabloid people...
That's hilarious because, of course, Krista's watching Bridgerton.
I don't know what that is.
It's this... what the hell is it called? Victorian age smut show.
Okay,
It's
sure.
just all the Victorian stuff is always that. But they're like the way this whole city operates is from this one little pamphlet of like gossip.
And that's what I'm
It's like,
saying.
and
It's
I
like,
remember I was seeing that the other night because Krista was watching it. And I was like, man, who would care about this random note that's being printed? But yeah, I totally forgot that was a legit way to get news and like opinions on things. And
I mean, it sold enough. I mean, they still fucking print tabloids.
Yeah.
You can still get a tabloid at the fucking, but it's just not. It's not the same. But back in the day, pre-internet.
yeah, what was the really good one that always had like vampire boy discovered? Those were always like the fakest shit, but those ones were awesome.
Look, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna tell you right now. My mom bought some tabloids. That's like it was a thing. Where it was like one of those guilty pleasures where she
Yeah.
would be like, "I'm gonna fucking read some tabloids, man." And so I'm like, "Come on, man." So anyhow, it's the same shit, right? We love drama. We're humans. We love drama. We love to introspect and think about ourselves and and the reality is, we'd love to put ourselves in that situation. We love to be like, if I was Chris Rock, I'd fuck him up, right? But you don't know. You're not Chris Rock. You're not Will Smith. And so it's like,
Yeah.
I think that's the fantasy that people relive in these moments where they're like, I put myself in these shoes of people that I can't even remotely identify with.
Yeah.
But it makes them look human when we see cracks like this. And so all of a sudden, it gives me an in to be like, you go from these people who were idols, iconic, people you want to tear down. I mean, think about it. Haters want to hate, always.
Oh, man. Yeah.
All these people that have been talking all this nicety bullshit about Will Smith for a bajillion years, he fucks up once, and they're all just like, fuck Will Smith.
Right. Which is so crazy.
Think about it. People are throwing his ass under the bus. First of all, his wife fucking does whatever she does, and then the dude, huge fuck up for sure, huge fuck up, but still fucks up one fucking time
Right.
in however long he's been relevant, and everybody just fucking pariah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Fucking crazy.
I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah. I don't get it. I mean, like I said earlier, I don't really care. It's like, I loved Fresh Prince of Bel-Air growing up. Men in Black is like some of my favorite movies.
I've put my hands on people I shouldn't have.
I mean, shit. You get in a situation, sometimes you do shit you don't mean to.
That's what I mean. I mean,
done
I've
that before?
definitely like started a physical altercation
Yep.
when the other person wasn't planning on it going there, and I was the one that made it go there. And it's like, so it's like I have no room to speak about that. It sucks that he did it when he did it, to whom he did it, for the circumstances in which he did it, but it is what it is. Like,
Yeah.
not that it's okay, but fucking we'll see. They'll all be fine. He's still Will Smith. He's just
Yeah.
gonna be like, ha ha, woo, and everybody's gonna be like, you right.
Like, I remember that.
Ha ha, na 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 na,
Jiggy with
na
it.
na 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 na, and then you'll all be like, you're right, Will Smith. You're adorable.
Right. I don't know. It's just so weird.
I miss him already.
Right? I do want more Will Smith movies that aren't like the fucking Gemini Man, Prince William, whatever the hell this crap is. Like I don't fucking care about this.
By the
stuff.
way,
Get some good action.
Prince William is really good because it's like you took King
Oh, yeah.
Richard and the Prince of Bel-Air, and you like.
See, I don't even know the damn name of these movies.
It's because why would you watch a movie about Venus and Serena Williams? Who gives a shit about tennis?
And how
or
weird is it that it's
tennis?
about their dad and not them?
Well,
I
it is.
mean-
It is about, but it's about.
Uh.
I guess the movie's about like how he was like, "This is how we gonna do it. This is our best opportunity to do this," and he just like trained those kids how to fucking be tennis stars and shit like by himself.
Well, all right.
Well, I don't know. Shit seems crazy, but it worked.
All I know is Serena Williams in that Wonder Woman costume. It's pretty fantastic.
Ain't seen it.
All right.
We'll save that for later.
Yeah. Apparently, there's a new Magic set coming.
I mean, there's 100 new Magic sets coming.
That's true, but there's one coming like soon, right?
Yeah, I think it's like April 29th. But yeah, the Streets of New Capenna. There's actually a few. So there's Streets of New Capenna, and then after that is the Baldur's Gate, Commander Legends 2 Baldur's Gate, which is dope. Because
Wait a
Baldur's
second.
Gate's the fucking shit, right? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
as far as the D&D stuff go, they're doing a full-on Baldur's Gate crossover.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
There better be some goddamn dwarfs in there, too.
Right? I'm getting really sick of just not any dwarves. Like, what the fuck?
It sounds like New Capenna is going to have some rogues, and that's all I really care about.
Yeah.
As long as there's some rogues up in the hizzy,
I just need...
time to get busy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just need more dwarves. It's so hard building these dwarf decks with no freaking dwarves.
Trying to go to more dwarves so I can get more dwarves. I get there or Lorne. And the Gorblin Lord.
Don't care if you
Took my
swing your
horde.
axe or sword. Just need more dwarves. There you go. Perfect. Will Smith, you can use that.
Yeah, Will Smith. And then he'll just throw in, ha-ha, woo,
Woo!
ha-ha.
That's how I spent most of my days playing D&D and relaxing and chilling and throwing some dwarves in just to do some killing.
All right. That's enough of that.
I'm sorry,
That's
I can't help
enough.
myself
Stop.
sometimes. I read a lot of Dr. Seuss books, okay?
Okay, no remixes, though, okay? Okay, we can't remix.
That's fair.
Yeah. You can't remix a classic.
Have they, going back to what the heck is this new Magic the Gathering called? The Streets of what?
Streets of New Capenna. So this is a new plane that they're going to, or whatever, that they're visiting, or whatever terminology they like to use. It's basically the new world, it's the new setting that this set is set in. Within.
I see.
But I guess there's like 5 demon overlords, and it's all like mob boss crime syndicate themed.
That's pretty cool.
So there's like, it's kind of like, it looks like kind of like Gotham plus Hellboy.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I like both of those.
Yeah. So that's gonna be cool. Yeah, they're bringing back what are called triomes, which are the 3-color lands. There's 5 more that they need to print to finish off the set from the Ikoria set, which was the Godzilla set that they had done. But yeah, they're the 3-color lands that are fetchable, so you can use your fetch land to search your deck for those, and then essentially say it allows you to have 3 colors accessible to you instead of just 1 out of a single land, right? So you could tap it for 3 singular different things.
Had to take one of those out of my deck recently because I didn't know it couldn't have a color in there that your commander doesn't have.
That's true.
That'll happen.
That's true.
But
Yeah.
It had red, white, and black. Mine only have red, white.
This is the color identity.
Yeah.
Identity. It's all about identity, you know.
Have they spoiled any like cool cards that you're stoked for? Or?
I mean, the triomes are the big ones that they've shown so far, I think. If you go to mythicspoiler.com, that's kind of the best site to look at the spoilers as they release them, and then they'll actually separate them. You can sort them by like date or color, or you can sometimes, if there's like leaks, like unofficial spoilers, they'll show those as well and just list them separately as unofficial. You know what I mean? So you can still be like, oh, that's cool. I hope that it's real, or oh, that's dumb. Why would they even print that? Which is mostly what I say.
Ooh, the Plains has some real 1920s vibe going on.
Yeah, they're doing that whole BioShock thing.
That's freaking
that
gorgeous.
Art Deco.
Yeah.
Like,
what the hell's the name of that style? Is it
Deco.
Art Deco? Okay.
Yay.
I just keep feeling like that's not right, but it sounds right.
Scroll down. Keep scrolling down. Look at those are the alternate arts. So those are the showcase arts. Scroll down to the lands. Those are the charms. Ooh. Oh, wait. Are those the lands? Those might be. I don't know.
Those are the lands.
Yeah, they're fucking sweet. No, there's some different. There's
There's
some different
a-
like full art lands that they're doing.
These are some lands right here. Like
Yeah,
these
that
ones.
might be the ones I'm talking
Alright,
about. Yeah, those are
so
pretty sick.
I can say this plains one. I'll throw that one up there. But yeah, that one's fucking fire. That looks cool as hell.
Fi.
The rest of these look okay. I guess the forest looks pretty cool. That's very Bioshock looking.
I like the first plains or the first island one that you're looking at there.
Oh, this one? Mm-hmm. That one is pretty nice.
Yeah.
I definitely like that. Some like Venice in the 20s.
Yeah, exactly.
looking
It's
thing,
kind of like a Crystal Palace of Solitude thing going on too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. So it appears like it'll be a pretty good set. I don't know. The last one, so Kamigawa is still just fucking killing all the expectations. We can't get set boosters of that, and collector boosters are sold out across the board everywhere.
That's because people trying to get that red neon.
That red neon, baby. Still haven't seen one. Somebody bought. We had the blue neon card. Somebody bought it from me the other day.
Yeah? Nice. Yeah, I think I've only seen the green.
The green's a good one.
I think I saw one yellow as well. But
True.
but yeah, I haven't seen any of the real fancy ones.
Yeah.
Although the green did look really good.
I wish they would have picked a better card. Personally, like,
Yeah,
it's cool that it's rare, but the card just isn't really that good. So it's like,
Just kind of blows.
yeah, why wouldn't you do it on like the best card in the set? Like, you take your, the fucking chase card, and then you do it with that one.
Maybe they thought it was going to be the chase card.
No, I don't think. No,
No.
it's no, because I don't even think it's a mythic. I don't even think it's a mythic rare that they chose to put the foiling on.
Maybe they just went solely off of the art that they thought looked coolest.
That's a good.
Damn.
Yeah,
Don't like.
that's a good reason, except for it isn't.
No. That just sounds like a magic logic right there.
Yeah, there's some pretty bad logic sometimes, but hopefully they do another, another foiling treatment like that, or some serialization, some sort of like lottery chase type rarity item in this set, because that really does get people excited about buying cards when you're like, okay, cool. Yes, there's all the different alternate arts. Yes, there's all the, the best card in the set, and like maybe the foil version or the extended version. But when you really throw something in there that's like, all right, cool, this is fucking rare. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they did. Have you seen that Dragon Ball card, the God Rare?
The God Rare, the pure like gold Vegeta, essentially.
Did you see what that's going for?
I haven't seen it recently.
I think the last one sold on TCG Player for like 2,500.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying, my guy. So it's like that's like double what that fucking Magic card's selling for. Because the Magic one's going for like 1,000, I think.
That's because way more people play Magic than the Dragon Ball.
True.
So how many more of those are there than there are of just this Vegeta card?
Yeah, I mean, true, but it's just still crazy that a card in a card game that isn't as popular can command $2,000. Like,
That's true.
you know what I mean? It's
I
like,
see what you mean.
It's almost like more impressive that it's got such a smaller base, and still it's fucking twice as much. But anyhow, that's another thing.
That's cool.
True.
So I was trying to see if they had finally spoiled some of the Lord of the Rings stuff, but there's just this one picture still of Gandalf doing the fireworks in the Shire.
It's an ugly picture too. I don't like the drawing.
Like it's all right.
I'm sorry, but it's like it's very hard to just not say just fucking draw Ian McClellan.
Yeah, just do the movie.
It's like sorry, it's too iconic. It's like if you're not gonna go wildly different, then it has to be more the same.
Right.
But then they can't use likenesses and shit, obviously. So it's like,
Man.
Yeah.
True. I hope they just don't fuck up the dwarves and try to pull that 1970s cartoon look on them.
yeah, that would be stupid.
Because, God, those looked fucking dumb.
Yeah.
And was there, let's see. What else do we got?
Did you get any of those stickers, by the way? Did you see I made some more of the dry bone stickers?
Oh, yeah, I did. I didn't take any, though. Just because I actually still have, I think I still have like 20 of them from when you first printed them and you gave me a bunch.
Nice. Good.
I didn't know what to do with them. I was just like, these are dope.
Whatever, it's always nice to have a little stash of stickers. I mean, I still have like 50 stickers from the band I was in like 2012, and I'm like, why? I don't know why I still fucking have these, but okay. But we do have 3 other designs waiting to be released. So we do have some new stickers in store. You may have to come in and ask, because we're just not just giving them to everybody. But if you come in, you're like, hey, I was watching the podcast.
Oh, that's yeah.
Mom, this doesn't count for you because I already gave you. No, I'm just kidding.
No more stickers, Mom.
Yeah, you should stop taking all my stickers, Mom. They're expensive. No, seriously, everything I make, she's like, did you make me one? I'm like, yeah, I just forgot it. And I gotta go fucking make her one. You know what I mean? Like, we made the Sonic sweaters, and she's like, did you make me one? And I'm like, yeah, of course. It's just at the store. It's like, fuck. Did not make her one.
Why is it a 5XL?
I am getting new hats made.
Oh, yeah?
I dropped off the hats at the embroidery place today.
Ooh.
Custom embroidery services. We'll see how they do. They're under new ownership, and my boy Steve used to crush it for me over there, but now I'm dealing with Mike, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Via email, Mike was killing it, but then today in person, Mike seemed very stressed. I trust you, Mike.
That'll happen when you take on a new role that has a lot going on.
I guess they bought it in December, is what they were saying. So
it's only March. He's probably still getting the hang of it, but I see what you're saying.
That's true. That's true. It's just he seemed very flustered. But I've been there. Oh, I know you. You've seen me. You've seen me at the store some days when I'm just like, I don't know. Don't ask me anything. So. Yeah, no hating on you, Mike. I trust you. We're gonna get these. But anyhow, we're gonna do the level 7 logos, just classic level 7 logo hats. Yep. I'm gonna do it on dad hats, flat bill snapbacks,
dad hats,
black beanies.
Oh, on a beanie.
I'm doing some pink flex fits.
Nice.
Unstructured, and then I'm also doing fitted, large, and small.
Oh, okay.
Curve bill. So we'll have some variety, but then I'm doing a smaller order of the cafe hats.
Oh, okay.
Because we do get asked for those occasionally, just, behind the counter. They, the peeps see us rocking the cafe hats. They're like, I want a cafe hat. So I'm making a few of those. So, your opportunity will be slim because I didn't make a lot. But if you want a cafe hat, they're coming.
You heard it here first. Use that information as you may.
Yeah, they're going to be... I don't know. As long as Mike, come on, buddy.
You got it, Mike.
It's like 70 hats. I didn't realize I ordered that many. I was counting them and I was like, let's see, it's probably like 20, 30 hats. I was like, fuck, I ordered 70 hats? Jesus.
With all those different kinds, yeah.
Well, there's different kinds, and then also the 3 different stores, and then I have to consider every damn employee. 20 of us now, where it's like...
There's 20 of us now?
There's 20 of us now. So every single one of us was like, I want a hat and a shirt and a sweater and a hoodie and a jacket. Every time I make anything, I'm like, am I making these for customers or just making them for the people who work here? Which is dope.
I was going to say, yeah.
Dude, Ryan's new bomber jacket, I'll send you pictures of the bomber jacket.
Okay.
They turned out sick.
Nice. I'm definitely curious.
Oh, I got to send you the picture, the main advertisement picture to throw up here.
Oh, okay.
So now would be the time you want. I have my phone over there. I'll send it to you in a minute.
Okay.
But yeah.
But yeah, my brother almost lost his shit the other day when I was talking to him on the phone. He's like, have you guys reprinted any of the Denver Yoshi shirts? I was like, oh yeah, John actually did just do a couple of those. He's like, get me one now. I even called the store and I was like, could you pull an extra large? Yeah.
We saw it today. And I was like, who's this for? And I was like, beach him. I was like, oh, I know who that's for.
Yep. So I found one, Tyler.
Yep, they on the way, baby.
I'm pretty sure it was the last extra large too.
Really? Already?
I think so.
I just printed those. That's crazy.
Yeah, but extra large and large are the first ones to go.
Oh shit! Today's my buddy Chris Ross's birthday. Hold on, I can't forget.
Oh. Well, happy birthday.
Yo, what's up, Chris? I'm going to text him real quick so I don't forget.
Good job. Good job being a good friend.
Yeah, I'm not... Like, if Facebook doesn't remind me, I'm a bad friend.
It's really funny because, I totally did that this year. Recently, I just got fucking tired of Facebook. The only reason it even still exists in any capacity is because we always use it for communicating with each other at the stores, and
I mean, even then, you could just use the Messenger.
yeah, and Messenger is the only thing even on my phone now, and on like Facebook itself, just because they have so many pictures, and I haven't downloaded any of them yet.
You know, you like pictures of your
like just all my pictures.
You know, you can mass download those, right?
Yeah, and
okay.
I just need to get like an extra hard drive or something, like a giant thumb drive or something, so I could just do it, and then I'm probably
get
gonna
a
just
solid
kill
state
it.
drive if you're gonna do it.
Right, that's why I even want like a thumb drive or something. That way, there's no moving parts.
Well, no you don't want to use flash memory.
No.
Well, no, flash memory is the most fickle of memory. Static electricity will reset that shit.
Really?
I mean, I think so. I don't think a flash drive is any safer than a hard drive. If so, if I don't know if at all less, like depending on the flash drive. I mean,
I've had hard drives go out on me, but I don't think I've ever had a thumb drive just quit on me.
I don't know. I live in fear. I live in deep fear of
I mean,
flash
either
memory.
way, I'm gonna have to get like 2 copies of it. That way, if something does happen, I have an extra one. But yeah, that's.
Usually they don't fail, but I don't know.
But where I was going with that, sorry. That took a while. It was just also kind of funny to see who knew it was my birthday without like any of that information up there anymore, and just who didn't.
Yeah, one of those fuckers, huh? You think you're real cool?
No, I just
testing everybody.
I didn't even think about it until my birthday, and I was like, I actually just like thought about it a couple days later, and I was like, oh, I wonder how many people said happy birthday. So I checked, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. I fucking cut off everyone of all the information.
Yeah.
I mean, all the people I expected to actually say it said it. I just didn't get like the people from high school I haven't talked to in 20 years.
Right.
That are like, happy birthday. Hope it's a good one.
Whatever. I forgot my buddy Craig's birthday. He doesn't have that shit listed on Facebook. I'm like, that's your fault, bro. You don't give people reminders these days.
I mean, if you're looking for it, you better leave it on Facebook.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's true. But he's a good friend. He remembers my birthday, and I'm like, well, you know what? Fuck you. I'm not that good of a friend. I'll remember what your face looks like.
Right?
So when I see you, I'll be like, not fight you.
That's good. That's good.
Friendship is rare, you know?
It's good to know. Let's see. Well, while we're talking about the store, well, I guess that was kind of an extra topic. Did you want to talk about it or
what?
The upstairs?
I don't even remember what I was gonna say.
Okay. Well, let's just move on to the new PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically everything stays the same, or you can spend more money to stream games.
Yes, which is awesome because, not gonna lie, at first I was freaking out because so many people were like, oh, there's gonna be 4 tiers. The first tier is online only. Like the third tier is the one where you actually get to keep getting new games every month for free and you get discounts. I was like, this is gonna suck ass. But luckily, there's only 3 tiers because now it's official. And the first tier is what PlayStation Plus is now. It's just also called PlayStation Plus Essential. So you still get the discounts, you get the free games every month, and you get cloud storage and online play. The next step is PlayStation Plus Extra, which will be $100 a year, and you get up to 400 PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 games that you could just, I guess, download and play digitally. Let's see. But subscribers will also be able to download the games in their library to their console play. Oh, that's what I just said.
Yeah.
But now, PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now, I guess you'll start getting a tiny bit of PlayStation Now stuff where you could just stream it. But I think the main draw of this one is you get like a library that you could just download at any time.
Of PS4 and PS5.
PS4, PS5 games. And then PlayStation Plus.
A vast library of PS5 games.
You're right. And then PlayStation Plus Premier is the highest one at $120 a year.
Barf.
But the additional tier, it comes with a back catalog with original PlayStation, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, and even PlayStation portable games.
That's kind of cool.
Which is that's fucking awesome. But now you can start doing that kind of stuff where you can, It sounds like you'll be able to download them as well from just a catalog of games that they're like, oh yeah, do you want to play?
I think some of them are downloadable. I think PS3 games are stream only.
That would make sense. PS3.
There's some stuff that is stream only. There's some stuff that is downloadable. So, I mean, there are limitations to certain consoles for some reason. I just think the way that they have their shit uploaded or something just works in a certain way better.
Right.
But, yeah, I mean, okay, cool. There you go. There's that. You know, like I was telling you before we started the podcast, like, I'm glad that they're doing these digital libraries. Like, you know, everybody thinks this shit's going to put us out of business, and I have the opposite view of it. Honestly, I think what this does is it
gets more people into these old school games.
It gets them into it, but also it's like for the people who just want to play the games, they can have access to these games that otherwise they would be they'd be priced out of.
Right.
They'd
Otherwise,
be priced
you can
into
pay
another hobby.
Yeah. Otherwise, you could go pay $130 for Tomba, just the disc, which, you know, for some people that's cool. Like me recently, I bought Parasite Eve 2.
Right. And
$110.
And that's the thing. But at this point, buying the PS1 games and playing with them on a PS1 is risky.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, games get damaged very easily. The games are worth hundreds of dollars at this point. I mean, you're playing with $100 bills that scratch easily in a machine that, you know, doesn't usually scratch things, but sometimes there's just a ring on the bottom of your disc. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, I got you.
Like,
but yeah, I mean, I've never had a problem with that. Now I've put up my shelves 7 feet above the ground, so my children cannot touch them.
And I mean, that's the other thing is it's like they're safer there because
I go to the extreme because I still play all of those.
Yeah, and I mean, like, there is something to be said about playing the original stuff on the original, you know,
the hardware
and having a CRT. We were looking at we have Nick. Shout out Nick, you the man. We have Nick's little fucking like 13-inch VCR CRT at the store, and we were playing 64 on that today, and it was
it looks
beautiful,
amazing
it was
on CRT,
so fucking nice, and I'm like, god damn, like they can't make it look like that on a flat screen.
No,
they just can't. It just won't. It wasn't made to, and so you know I agree that that's the way to go, but there is inherent risk. Anytime you know you pull your money out of the bank, anytime you pull your fucking games out of that case. You could drop that motherfucker. Like,
that's true.
I'm just saying I
mean, yeah, I got you.
At some point, I start getting kind of paranoid about that. And so when they have options like this available, again, going back to more of it being like for people who don't have the means to collect, don't have the space, don't have the want to collect games, right? Because it's like some people just actually want to play them.
Yeah.
Collecting them is that's a separate hobby altogether.
That's true. That's true. Because, I mean, I normally play everything that I buy. But, there are definitely a lot of people out there that buy and they don't play.
I think most people
don't play them?
I think most collectors, people who collect games and have a collection that they're actively building, I think most people don't actually play most of the games that they have. Like, I'm not saying all of them.
That just baffles my mind.
I mean, the thing is you could buy 2 games and each one is 50 hours. And it's like, once you have 40 games.
That's true. I definitely have slowed down on purchasing. Because now I did just get to a point where it's like, when the fuck am I going to play Thunderstrike on PlayStation 2? Like, fucking not.
But the question is this. Here's why. FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. You don't want to, when you do want to play Thunderstrike on the PS2 or whatever, you want to have it available in your library so you can play it.
That's true.
But if you don't buy it now, when you're ready to play it in 2, 3, 10 years, it's going to be 2, 3, 10 times the price that it is now.
Yeah.
So
Because yeah, I feel like PlayStation 2 and original Xbox games are gonna start shooting up here soon.
They are.
Because yeah, I mean the incline's already started, but I feel like it's gonna get to that point where they're all like PlayStation 1 and N64 games are right now. I mean,
Dude, oh my
GameCube's it's retarded. I hate the GameCube.
It doesn't even make sense.
It really doesn't.
Popular.
They're always, if it's a third-party game, it's the worst version of that game.
True.
The worst.
Well, Resident Evil was pretty good.
Yeah, but then you could get it on a different console and it's way better.
You're right. They did remake them better later, but at the time it was good.
That's true. I mean, I still have that on GameCube, but
That's one of the few exceptions.
yeah. And then the first-party games that are on the GameCube, like Mario Sunshine, it's good.
You can get it on the Switch.
Yeah, you can play it on the Switch, or you could just play Odyssey. Or Mario 64 is better than Mario Sunshine.
Well, I mean, I think look here. I agree, but I will say Sunshine is a very unique Mario.
Oh, it's
game.
definitely a kick-ass game. I'm not saying.
Well, I just mean like it's not even. It doesn't even feel like a Mario game in a lot of ways. Like I was playing that shit again when we went on vacation. I was like, this is fucking weird. This game is hard as shit. First of all,
they definitely made it a lot tougher.
That's awesome. Anyway.
But yeah, I mean, I don't get it. I don't get the GameCube. Like I'm not saying I hate the GameCube either. Like it's great. I enjoyed it when it was new. I mean, I bought shit on there that I could have bought on something else just because I like the tiny discs, like all the Ninja Turtle, like the 03 Ninja Turtles. I have all of those on the GameCube, but
Battle Nexus and stuff.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. I think it's just like anything else. We all just go through phases, right? Where we're like, oh man, the best thing is the newest thing, and that's us when we're kids. Mm-hmm. And then we get a little bit older, and you're like, you know what the best thing was? What I had when I was a kid.
Yup.
And then you go back and you explore that again, and you're like, okay, I can appreciate this for what it is. Most smart, I won't say smart people, but most people kind of end up being like, okay, this is what it is, but it's definitely not like the best experience possible, right? So then they go back to new stuff eventually, and they're like, okay, cool, like we have all these new features, these autosave shit,
better
like
controls,
better graphics, it's smoother, runs nicer, fucking better music. And so it's like, I think people just end up in this, kind of pattern. And so, but GameCube is caught in a time warp. Because it's like, there's people who collect that console who aren't collecting it for nostalgia, and they're not collecting it because it's valuable necessarily. They're collecting it because it's Nintendo.
Right.
Which makes it like a standalone fucking vortex of, I don't know, demand, where there's the nostalgic kids who are just like, this is the greatest thing ever, but also, they didn't have to buy any of those games, so they don't realize like they cost money at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird.
And then, of course, you got the people that are just like, trying to flip them or find the rarest shit, and GameCube is just what's popular, so people just chase what's popular. And so it's like, I would say of the people that come into the store looking for video games specifically, at least a third of them are looking for GameCube games.
Yep.
Or 64. It's one of the two.
I would agree. I remember, because, I swear, it's at least a good handful of times every day. It's like, hey, where's GameCube games? It's like, it's that thin strip over there. Mm-hmm. Because you guys keep just plucking away at it.
Everything. And it's like, the thing is it's like, there's a couple different philosophies on that too, right? About having inventory. Because people obviously get disappointed with it. This is all the GameCube games you have. And I'm like, well,
it's hard to keep because everyone wants it and no one wants to give it up.
And they didn't really make a lot of GameCube games. Like the GameCube did not have this huge fucking library like the PS2.
Yeah, I think people forget that the GameCube was a flop.
It was a flop for sure.
It was Nintendo's second hardest flop after the Virtual Boy at that time. Because the Wii U flopped even harder than it did, but like at the time, Nintendo was pissed. They did not want to keep putting shit on there.
Yeah, it was a goofy time for sure. And I mean, it's like I feel like the other part of it is so many people had a PS2 that
I mean, they were better.
they were better, right? And they were introducing more of the newer types of gameplay, whereas Nintendo was still just doing Nintendo. They're like, hey, we're
Right.
Nintendo. Here's your Mario. Here's your fucking Yoshi.
We also got Resident Evil, and I'm gonna cut my head off if this goes anywhere but the GameCube.
yeah.
You remember that statement?
No.
That was a real statement from the creator of Resident Evil 4. He's like, this is GameCube exclusive.
That's Shinji Mikami, baby.
Yeah, if it ever is on any other console, I will cut my own head off.
I didn't realize that's ridiculous and awesome, but
yeah,
it did go
and
to other consoles and
now
it
it's
did
like
not
the most-
cut his head off.
Yeah, now it's the most ported Resident Evil game of all time.
It really is. That shit's crazy.
Where's your head, dude?
Where's your head, motherfucker?
I expect it
Is
on
it
the
on your
wall
body,
soon.
beach? Fucking lying ass.
You've had your time now. Your shit's in order.
I didn't
Cut it off.
realize Shinji Mikami was doing Ghostwire Tokyo.
Oh, neither did I. Why the hell didn't they advertise that?
I don't because well, and here's the thing: is I was listening to the Yahtzee review today, the Zero Escape one or Zero Punctuation.
Yeah, zero punctuation.
Yeah. I was listening to his review, and he brought it up. He's like, in a clever Australian voice,
Oh,
just
sorry.
just basically mentioning like he's like, how is Shinji Mikami not like a Hideo Kojima or Miyazaki at this point, where his name.
Dude, he's made so many cool things. Yeah, I don't know why they don't advertise that.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. But either way, I don't know. He brought that up, but I was stoked to listen to his review because I didn't even know Shinji Mikami had anything to fucking do with this game, and now I'm like, well, now I want to try it. I was completely disinterested, but I'm a huge Shinji Mikami fan, so I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah. It came to Friday, and I know last week I was talking about like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pay to open it.
You couldn't even.
I was like $10. I don't know, man.
You're like, I could buy a pretty good cheeseburger.
I bought the Rune Viking Warrior on PlayStation 2 instead, because that was $10. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna play the shit out of this.
Good choice.
So yeah, I actually.
You're like, I bought Resident Evil 4 on the PS.
No.
See what I did there?
Right. No, I already have all of those. But yeah, that's crazy though. If I knew he was behind it, I would have considered it more.
Right. Exactly. But too late.
Yep. Too bad. Does it? I don't know. I kind of want to ask what they said about it, but at the same time, I don't trust anyone else's reviews.
It's middling.
Yeah.
It's like 70s or something, where some people are like, it's good, and some people are like, it's pretty good, and some people are like, meh.
Some people are like, this is the worst thing I've seen.
Right. Nobody is like, this is the best game.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it's not Zelda, so they can't say that.
Right, exactly. Well, Elden Ring, my boy. Elden Ring is
Speaking of
the greatest game of all time.
Zelda and Elden Ring,
Zelden Ring?
Zelda 2, or Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, to be extremely specific because we have to. They delayed it even more because of Elden Ring.
Yeah, Elden Ring came out and they're like, God damn it.
They're like, shit, they did cool stuff with horses. There's an open world.
How many things are they like, oh, fuck, this is a great idea?
Yep.
I wish you were playing it more.
I mean, I enjoyed it.
I know, but I wish you were playing it more.
I know.
Because then we could talk about things, and I could be like, well, see, I'm also glad you're not playing it because it would totally dominate the podcast conversation.
Yeah.
Because I'd just be like,
we'd become the Elden Ring podcast.
okay, so when you see Blythe at the Sophia River down in after you talk to Rennie.
Oh, I gotta talk to Rennie first?
Yeah, then you go back to the plaza and the Radon Festival, and you'll fight the Star Scourge Radon. And then when you go to where the meteoroid lands, you'll find him again. You know what I'm saying?
Is the meteorite in the west or the east? I can't remember.
It's south.
Oh, shit.
It's yeah.
And we become British for some reason.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. So.
Bugger.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be bad if you were playing Elden Ring right now.
That's a good point. Yeah, I've definitely been I've been both regressing into my older stuff and trying to keep up with new stuff.
Have you been playing stuff lately? Or are you getting back into it a little bit? Because
I've definitely been playing more games now than I was previously.
Yeah.
Because now Although I'm just at a hard ass level in Deep Fighter, and I can't get past it, which is great. I kind of miss that in games where you just got your ass kicked for a while, and then eventually I'm gonna beat it, and I'm gonna freak the fuck out, and be like, yeah, I did it.
Hey, you should play
Elden Ring, yeah. So I've been playing that, and I've been playing Rune Viking Warrior on PlayStation 2.
Of course.
Because I just got that, and that was actually
Is that the one with the red cover?
It's the cover with that Viking with like the downturned horns and the big axe.
Like orange kind of.
I think it's really black. Actually, let's look it up. I can't remember. I haven't really looked at the case a whole lot. It's the same situation as Deep Fighter. I just bought it and I threw it into my
Deep
car.
Fighter's weird because it looks like it's got a submarine with a shark face on it. Like
yeah.
That's what the cover of that game is. It is like not a super cool cover at all. It looks like a
it really
I don't know.
isn't.
It looks like a Cocomelon fucking screenshot. It does. When you look at it now, you're like, is this a Cocomelon song? Is this like a fucking Baby Shark remix again? Like,
oh my god,
it's like Baby Sub, do 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 do, Baby Sub.
Oh, you're right. There is a lot of orange.
Yeah, there you have it.
There it is.
Yeah, it's orange and black. So
from Take-Two Interactive, I saw that and I was like, I've seen this game around for decades, and I've just not bought it for some reason. So I just bought it.
it says Viking on it.
Yeah. And I mean, shit, that kind of era of games is just my favorite.
Yeah, the
Dreamcast, PS2.
Soul Reaver, bro. That's
Dude,
the one.
Soul Reaver.
Blood Omen 2.
So good.
Why haven't they remade those, dude? Like,
because they're too good.
They're so good. Like,
they can only remake shit that was kind of good back in the day, so they could make it better now.
Imagine like a Soul Reaver game made by the guys who did fucking like Darksiders or something. You know what I mean? Like,
oh,
they would just smash that, bro.
That
like, it
would
would be so sick.
Shit. Well, there's something else that I want that'll never happen. But
I didn't like Darksiders 2 as much. It was good, the open world, the semi-open world thing. I just didn't like Death as much as War.
Yeah, War was way cooler than Death.
War was super cool. And I never played 3.
Oh, man, I never even bought it. Which is a bad sign, because normally I'll buy something, and then I'll play it later.
I think we still have that Apocalypse Edition.
Yeah?
At the store?
That's the giant one, right? With like the...
Is it still... I think it's still up. I might have sold it. I don't fucking know what I did with that. That was the one with all the 4 statues.
Yeah. Those statues were really cool.
Yeah.
Statues of each horseman.
Yeah.
If you're not aware of what we're talking about.
Well, it's 3 of the horsemen, and then it's what's his name? Like the little fucking the dude you have to go to the merchant guy. I can't remember his name.
Oh yeah, because there hasn't been a 4th one yet. They've only done War, Death, and Plague. So Pestilence is next. Mm-hmm. No wonder they haven't done a 4th one yet.
It's kind of a hard one.
Yeah, that's kind of... It's going to be a big cricket.
Big old...
With a scythe.
You're just Jeff Goldblum from The Fly.
Oh, shit. I would play that.
It's like a psychological thriller, like from the like Until Dawn guys, or like the Indigo Prophecy, the Quantum Theory guys.
The Quarry.
Yeah,
which
you're
is
like
a new one that hasn't come out yet.
There's another one that has like Willem Dafoe in it.
Willem. Yeah, that's The Quarry.
Is that the one?
I think so.
Yeah.
And it's also got Ted Raimi in it. That's actually, oddly enough.
Is Ted Raimi, is that the fucking...
That's Joxer.
Joxer.
Okay, Xena and Hercules.
Xenar.
God, the closer I get to the end of Xena, the less I care about Xena.
It gets so bad.
Because Hercules just stayed consistently fun and entertaining the whole time.
Yeah, because Hercules was never riding on sex.
Yeah. It's just very disappointing to learn
Xena
this
definitely,
now.
like, they were like, wait, we can cash in on the fact that she's super hella sexy?
Yeah, and then, like...
then you're trying to get back from that. They're like, wait, serious plot? No, we got a serious plot. And everybody's like, no,
do the fun
thing.
fight plots. And they're like, let's do the sex thing instead.
It's like, you fuckers. All right, I'll watch it.
But yeah, it's actually because of Ted Raimi, and it looks like he did from the preview, his performance is awesome. So that's actually why I have it pre-ordered right now, and I think I can't wait to play that one.
Is it on Steam or?
Yeah, no, it's going to be PlayStation 5.
Oh, okay. When does it come out?
When the hell does that one come out? And while I'm looking this up, we could go back to the conversation I meant for us to have, which was
I don't love you anymore.
Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 got delayed.
Oh yeah.
We just started talking about games that we cared about. Sorry.
Yeah. We were talking about how Elden Ring came out, and they were like,
They're like, fuck, this game is
God
good.
damn it! They did everything better than us.
Yeah.
We got to start over.
You know what you also got to do here this time, Zelda? You got to make a fucking story. Gotta hate the fucking story in Breath of the Wild. But yeah, there you can see Ted Raimi's face right there.
That's tight.
Is Willem Dafoe in this one? It's got the guy from Scream and...
I don't think he's in this one, because it was a different one. Me and this other dude were looking at it. It's called like 13 Hours or something weird.
Well, shoot, now there's something else I gotta try to find. But yeah, this one's coming out June 10th. Not that long.
And the Willem Dafoe one is already like on Steam. It's not...
so it would be a Steam thing?
It's a Steam thing.
It's, where the hell is my Steam? There it is.
I mean, whatever. I don't really care that much.
I mean, now I'm curious. I don't really have anything else to say about Breath of the Wild, except for now they said it's coming out in 2023.
They're like, you could go in the sky and on the land.
Yeah, they're like, you could jump through the rocks.
Yay. Yeah, that's cool. I don't know. Hopefully it's better than the first one. I hope that they actually...
13 hours?
You know, I think maybe... And here's what I hope. I hope that Elden Ring showed them how to do different weapons correctly. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Where it's not about them breaking and forcing you to use other one. It's about every weapon has a different moveset. Every weapon has a different like scaling system or something that is triggered off of a different component of the game where it creates different play styles and it creates different experiments for like your build and stuff. And you know, Zelda's never been about the build necessarily, right? It's all about like everybody's kind of getting the same experience. Everybody gets the same link and shit, right? But if they could give you different weapons, like did you ever play Kingdoms of Amalur?
That sounds extremely familiar.
Reckoning? It was the Kurt Schilling game. It was like the 38 Studios.
Oh my God.
The Rhode Island one that he got sued over and shit.
I think so.
And it's like it's a fantasy game. It was like you could tell that it was built to be an MMO originally, but then they just turned it into a third-person action fantasy game. It was really good. Really good fantasy game.
Okay.
But what they did in the game that was very interesting is every weapon had a different moveset. You know, and you could then customize every weapon to the move set progression, right? So then
that's what's up.
And that's what I mean by that is like I think you know, they're not going to go as deep into like a character build like Elden Ring did, where it's like your intelligence scales off your weapon. That you know, they're not going to do stats and shit. I can't see them doing that. That would detract the casuals.
That would require effort.
But if they gave different weapons that had certain move sets and certain benefits and drawbacks or whatever, but then gave you choices of progression in those weapons, like certain, you can add a combo where it's like, you know, say it's like your weapons don't break, but you could customize them to the point where if you get a new one, it might be cool just to experiment with it.
Right.
And stop using your old one, even though the old one may be like slightly more powerful right now. You might want to be like, oh, this one's got a dope moveset. It's got more range. It's got maybe I'll fuck with this a little bit.
Hits a little harder.
Right. It's like when you're playing a shooting game online, right? You're playing Call of Duty and you unlock a new gun.
MP5. All day.
You're like, that's the only gun I'll ever use in any
that's all you
video
ever
game.
really need. They always OP the shit out of that stupid bastard.
That's true.
And it always shoots way too fast.
Okay, not all of us only play Rainbow Six, okay?
That's fair. Sorry.
I mean, MP5 has been OP in Rainbow Six since day one. That's just like how that game works. I remember that was the game that taught me about MP5s.
Yeah.
That was the game where I'm like, whoa, MP5s are sick. It's like a machine gun, but really short.
Yeah, I think that literally has been kind of the one problem that I've had with Rainbow Six games. Ever since Rainbow Six 1, you basically need a silencer, MP5, rock on, baby.
True. I mean, that's it.
Whether you're trying to be silent or just murder people in online play, that's how you do it.
Get extended clips.
Yeah.
You can all the customization you could want.
Because their spread isn't crazy. The control is easy because it doesn't have a high caliber round in it.
It's got a high fire rate, so you
Yeah.
get the bullets out quick.
So even though it has low damage, you could do more damage
Change
over
it
a
to
short
single
amount of
fire.
time.
Can you change it to burst?
I mean, you can, but rock it on full auto.
Full auto? Oh no, I'm a burst guy.
Yeah. I mean,
I have to control
especially
myself.
in online play.
Yeah, I have to control myself. I get too wacky with full auto.
Yeah. Well, in single, that's great because in single player, I never do anything but single shot.
Oh, see, I'm single shot. I'm single shot on Battlefield.
Really?
I'm always single shot. Like I'll switch to my fucking light machine gun and put it on single shot, and I'm like ba 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 ba, and I just fucking it's just
That's you pepper them from far
I just
away.
pepper them, dude.
Yeah, I see. I always end up in situations where they're like 4 feet away. So
Well, I mean, then
every
I put
online
it on full auto, baby. Oh,
right. So like every online game, all full auto, all the time. But yeah, single player, single bullet.
I'm not good either, so
Okay.
we
Man,
have.
I was getting good as hell. Do you see that? I mean, this was when I was streaming it on level 7, and that we only did that for a little bit. But yeah, dude, I took out like 5 people by myself at one point when there was no one else around.
I do remember that.
Dude.
You were like, I'm the ghost of Denver.
Dude, God, that shit was. Oh, I'll see if I can find that clip. But hot damn, I took out everyone on that team
Hell yeah.
by myself. It was dope.
Wait, that's the way to be.
I found it. It's 12 minutes, that Willem Dafoe game on Steam.
12 minutes. What did I say? What?
12 hours.
I was close.
I mean, you were real close. So
It's
good
pretty good. I mean, that was something that actually happened today, so it was like not that good. I should have probably remembered it, but it's close. It's close enough.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. But yeah, going back to Breath of the Wild again, because we just keep getting off topic on this one.
I don't
I mean, know, man.
Look, here's the deal. I'm gonna try it.
I mean,
you're gonna try it.
I have to try it because Krista's excited about it.
And here's
So
the deal.
we're buying it.
Is I just look. Obviously, they did a lot of stuff right with Breath of the Wild.
Right.
I agree that there was a lot of stuff that they did correctly. I liked the combat system. It was difficult. I hated that they didn't let you get good at it because they kept breaking your fucking weapons. That was so
goddamn
annoying. It was just so annoying. It's like, I want to get good at this game, but y'all motherfuckers won't let me. And then you can get the Master Sword after 100 fucking hours. No, I don't want to. And I don't want to speed run it. And I don't want to fucking... I just want to enjoy my playthrough.
And then the Master Sword sucked dick.
Did
I
it?
hated using the Master Sword.
I never got to it. I did 2 dungeons and I was like, okay, I'm done.
I kind of cheated to get to it because I did that the DLC where you just do all the layers and you could just unlock it that way, I think. If I remember correctly anyway. That was just all I did. And I was like, all right, I got it. Now I don't have to fuck around with all these stupid breakables.
Yeah, I don't know. I just hope they fix the weapon system. Honestly, that is what ruined that game for me. The dungeons were whack. The puzzles were whack.
The repetitiveness.
Well, yeah,
of
you
it
go into
all.
a fucking shrine.
Yeah, the exact same puzzle. Or if it was a new puzzle, it was because you got a new item. And you're like, oh, now you got to freeze the balls before you run up the ramp. It was like, okay, this is interesting. 40 times later, you're like, okay, I get it. I can freeze a ball falling down a goddamn ramp. Can we switch this up, please? And then you accidentally beat the whole game, and they're like, oh, you want to know the ending? Us too. It's like, God, you fucking suck.
Yeah, I don't know. It's they look, they tried some new shit. It didn't all land. And it did with some people. That's the weird thing. That's the weird thing that I'm trying to like. The thing is it's like the people who had never played a Zelda game, or the people who the Zelda games that we revere play them, and they're like, oh, this is so clunky. You know what I mean? Like the inventory management system, shit like that, stuff that we now we're used to, and we're like, we can work around this shit easily. Like, but for a lot of players, it's like they can't. They're used to fucking Candy Crush. They're like, this ain't Candy Crush. Where do I put how do I match my jewels? Gotta match the candies.
Yeah.
I just hope, again, the weapon system is the big one for me. The weapon system in the dungeons, I think they're going to learn from Dark Souls the way that they did the Legacy dungeons, because it's like...
Man, if they do...
That's
if
the way
they
you
take
do
from Elden Ring at
Or
all...
Elden Ring.
I'm going to be so excited.
They have to.
I mean, how could you not at this point? And I hope they have actual bosses this next time around, because... I think the most bossy boss... Sorry for the stupidest way of saying that ever.
All right, Missy Elliott.
Right. The only real bosses were the ones that you fought inside of the big animal structures.
Those were the dungeons.
Yeah, but those were all the exact same boss.
Yeah, the Calamity Gannons. They were dumb.
And it's like, God damn it, Zelda.
Dodge, hit it with an arrow, then go hit it with your sword.
I hope... and I know this is... I feel like a lot of people are going to hate me for this one, but I hope they focus less on Zelda.
Can we be honest about something? People don't give a fuck about beating the game. They don't care about the dungeons. They don't care about the bosses. You know what they care about? Exploring the world.
Yeah.
Because it's easy. And finding Easter eggs and being like, ooh, there's a Kokoro if I put these two rocks in the shape of a penis. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what...
This one's poop.
That's what a lot of people like, because it's fucking easy. And that's like, it's in a game that pretends to be... it's in a game that has a difficulty structure.
Yeah.
That's like maybe somewhat gatekeeping. But as long as people can Skyrim shit and just wander around and cook and fucking talk to NPCs and... That's all some people want, is just to be like, if you lay on your back and watch the clouds, it eventually forms a mushroom. And it's like, who fucking cares?
We're just the wrong people for that game.
Well, I think they just missed us as an audience. I think they misinterpreted what their original audience wanted to some degree.
That makes sense.
Because we're like the core Zelda players, I would say. We've been playing since the beginning.
Yeah.
We have our favorites. But most
Link's
of them...
Awakening.
I think most people kind of like settle in on like... Exactly, like Link's Awakening. Maybe Twilight Princess was like the culmination of the 3D Zelda era of that style.
That one was definitely my favorite for a good while.
I think that's a lot of people's favorites. I personally like Ocarina better.
I think I do now too. After some time has passed. But yeah, I just can't help but go back to Link's Awakening.
The thing is,
because that was the first one I had, the first one I ever beat.
Oh yeah, no, that game is great.
And then the remake was on point.
It was.
So,
but I guess what I'm saying is like they already know they got us.
Mm-hmm.
They're true. Like, we've made our fucking money off of you guys. Like, you're gonna buy this shit anyhow. What we need to do is we need to figure out these Genshin Impact players. Oh, we need to get these fucking people off these freemium games. How do we do that? We create this vast world with an unlimited amount of pointless bullshit to do. Climb a rock, find a flower at the top of the mountain, and if you whistle with your butthole, it'll summon a fucking ancient dragon that'll tell you that Link is actually transsexual. It's like, the internet would be like, that's the greatest thing that's ever happened.
I'd just be like, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he whistles the song of the songfish from his bung. And fucking...
You gotta find 8 different ones, though.
Summons his true power. Cloud comes from Square Enix land with his dress, and he's just like, you're a girl, too.
No, with his one wing.
Because remember how everybody wanted Linkle to happen? They're like, oh, in Breath of the Wild, Link's gonna be a girl. Yeah. And they wanted that so fucking bad. And I'm like...
I forgot about that.
You all just want to fuck Link? That's what it boils down to. And here's the deal, is like, Link was never fuckable, but now everybody wants to like a reason. They want a reason. They're like, ooh, but what if Link was a girl? It's like, remember that song that Flight of the Conchords did? where Jermaine's singing to him and he's like, why can't I tell my friend that he looks nice today, that he looks bangable?
Oh, yeah.
And then he's like, at the end, he's like, yeah, and then I used to snuggle with you in a hotel room where you were sleeping.
God, I miss Flight of the Conchords.
Yeah. Jermaine, Kalimit. Brit. I always like Murray the best. He's my favorite.
He was
Go to a
hilarious.
gig. We got a gig. You're going to go to the laundromat and you're going to play your songs, but you're not going to sing them. Anyhow. What?
I don't know. But there you go. That's all we want from Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild 2. Don't fucking break my goddamn weapons. That's it. That's all I want. Don't break my favorite sword.
All I want is good bosses and an ending.
Don't go breaking my sword. I wouldn't break it if I should. Well, I don't know how.
If I tried.
Like, Nintendo would have to be the other side of that, and they're like, anyhow. Yeah, fucking Nintendo.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's like a fake difficulty. That's like a fake hurdle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like when they put speed bumps in a
school zone.
Well, not in a school zone, but like in a parking lot. You know what I mean? It's like there's already a 5 mile an hour speed limit.
Right.
But people need you have to put something in the way or they just won't.
Yeah, or else they just blaze through that bitch going like 20.
Yeah, there's like the people that beat Elden Ring in like an hour. It's like, okay, well, congratulations, dicks. You ruined it for the rest of us. No, I'm just kidding.
Yep. I don't.
True.
Right.
True.
I feel like we've actually been going for quite a while.
Yeah.
So is there any I don't know, words of wisdom you want to lay upon the people before we peace out for the night?
Watch your back.
Watch your back.
No, I'm just kidding.
Watch your back. Sorry.
Yeah.
Fast and Furious just popped into my head.
I've actually never seen a Fast and Furious movie.
Only watch the first one. Then the rest of them you could just leave to your imagination because they only get fucking stupider as time goes on.
I know, but I can't.
The first one was a legit good street racer movie.
See, but that's the thing is like when that movie launched, when I was whatever age I was like, that ain't for me. It's the same shit with Twilight. Twilight launched, I was like,
Twilight didn't capture your attention?
No. I put them in the same category though, like weird cultural hits.
I mean,
that I have no interest in.
It is now.
What?
I would have never put Fast and Furious in the same category, but now, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's just some weird drama that don't fucking make any sense, written by like.
It's all about family.
It's all fan
fiction about Vin Diesel and his family, essentially. Yeah.
I wish Vin Diesel wasn't so corny.
Wasn't so bad at stuff.
Are you still playing Wheelman? That game is fucking.
Oh God, Wheelman.
Told you. How many times did I tell you that game was sick?
That game was so good.
Did you beat it?
No, I never did.
Oh.
That was when I was playing too many games and I didn't actually get to play a game.
Yeah, dude.
So it's definitely in the old spinner wheel of games that are I'm gonna play.
True.
From like beginning to end, but
true. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for me. I got nothing else to say. Like I talked about celebrity and shit for a really long time. Like
I mean, luckily that was the plan. I was hoping that was gonna be not just celebs are weird.
Yeah. Everybody gets to hear my philosophy on celebrities. It's, Jonya. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, cool. Well, peace out until next week.
Yeah, we'll save this juicy topic for next week.
I don't know if I'm ready to talk about it. You'll all have to tune in to find out.
What spicy pajamas are we gonna jump into next time?
Does it sound like I got an upset stomach? I'm just like,
Here on the Level 7 Games podcast.
Podcast.
Official sign off.
Signing off.